Hello and welcome to day 8. We're going to defend the position we just took, which is the steelworks, a highly urban area full of trees, relatively flat, but loaded with nooks and crannies. So it's quite a difficult position to defend. So what I've done is I've dropped most of the tanks and gone more for field guns and artillery and 2 rifle squads. So what we're going to do is drop in stage 2, stage 3 to position the guns, and then stage 1, and then stage 4. Sorry, stage 4 and then stage 1. So we leave the last howitzer for the very end, given the amount of time we have to work with. So let's have a look at the lineup. We've got a pair of flak, a pair of 76 mil cannons. We've got another pair of 76, an extra flak, a KV-1 just to sit behind the line and clean up if things break through, and then some mortars which I'll tuck inside the building. I did notice something with the AI, where if you stick mortars inside a building completely concealed, the enemy will fixate on it so they won't move. So it's kind of a distraction in a sense, which is quite a novel thing, or at least in the play I made. So let's set the mission and get going. Alright, let's deploy stage 2. We'll come back for stage 3 in a moment. Get the guns loaded up. Get the troops. Where are we defending now? Okay. Just getting a bearing here. It's a lot of open ground, which is good for us. Actually, in the previous mission, this is the direction from which we attacked. So, and that was quite a large open area. So let's see what we can do here. I brought a lot of field guns. I'm basically going to cut them off. I'm going to set up right in front of their spawn spot, because we don't really want to fight here in all of this. If we had to fight in all of here, we'd need a lot more guns to cover corners and we'd take more losses. So I think this area here is going to see a lot of action, given it's got a spawn spot there, there and there. And then we've got this over here, where we've got 2 spawn spots right here. So I think I'm going to put some guns down here. Yeah. And I will set up more guns here. So given the open space, I like to hide guns behind buildings so that the gun only has to focus on one particular direction. So what I'm going to do is put some guns here so that we just have to focus, the guns just have to focus on this, in this direction. Just want to check the coverage. That might be a bit of a problem. So what we might do is just set it up here. Is there a hill here? That should be fine. I don't think it's a problem. So we'll set up a 76 over here and a flak gun in the area. Then we will put a 76 here, a 76 back here, another one over here, and maybe another one over here. Okay, let's get going. This will probably be the busiest section, given how much armor and deployments will come through this way. The other 76, which I will put over here. Then a flak gun. I don't think the flak gun is going to be able to get over this. So... Choices. Okay, I think I'm going to put the flak gun a little bit out in the open. And then another one over here. I'll rearrange them closer towards the end. Then we'll put infantry over here in the bushes. What else? Tranche 3. This is our other 76. This one is going to have to walk. We will put a 76 here. Set up shop here. Yeah. Is this a hill? It is. Hill-ish. It's a lot of trees. Actually, this is quite nice. Do this, but then they'll break through here. Okay. What's happening over here? Alright, I'm gonna put a 76 around here. Let's need to decide. The checkpoints are on the map to the left, so units may spawn there, but they're not, I don't think, going to go around. They'll probably come this way. So it's probably be profitable to stick a gun there. Given this side is probably the thinnest and the least defended, I'm going to move a tank here for flexibility. And then I'm going to drop another 76 over here. Yeah. And our other 76, we can a bit further back. Let's see what the coverage is. Yeah. Okay, I can't get rid of these, unfortunately. It'd be nice to have explosives. Yeah, I'm just going to move it up here. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool. So I can't shoot ammo crates, but I can drive through a wall. You move it a bit closer, actually. Also blocked. Alright. I think I'm just going to move it straight into this yard. My troops. We're going to start digging. Yeah. I think I had a medic. Oh, they're in group 1. Oh, this guy's just hanging out. We'll bring a flak cannon to help support them. Now, I can pretty much aim this in any direction, given how much armor this has. I just have to keep an eye on... Yeah, see, this is what I was worried about. The units get stuck. Quite often they get stuck on walls or objects. Face that way, drop the sandbags. And because we've given all of our infantry extra guns, like I gave this guy an MG, a belt fed, so he'll do a pretty good job soloing. Oh, I've got 2 MGs. Okay, everyone gets an MG. Okay, yeah, I've got another MG on this guy. Cool, 2 little makeshift machine gun nests. Deploy this. And then I want to bring in group 4. I'll need to bring an extra gun here. Let me drop that off. I just want to go pick up some of our troops. Quick. Yeah. And then we've got a little 3.7 puck as a filler. They are smaller, but they have quick reload. So I like to stick them in narrow little line of sights so that they can focus on one specific area. So let's see what he can see. Okay. Yeah, okay, this little wall. Sometimes you think an object is not a problem, but then you'll find your reticle stuck on a wall. So that's why I do the checks, to make sure that everything is just right. We have our artillery, which I will put here. Other capture point. Mortars, I will stick in this building here. Actually, let's stick the mortars here. I'll stick one there and I'll stick the other one in the other building. I found that it's actually full of entrances. That's probably a bad idea, actually. Let me rather put them behind this house. Alright, we've got the field gun here, so I just want to get my bearings. One here by the house. Maybe a good idea to face it this way. Yep. Move the tank. Got the sandbags. What is this? Oh, supply truck. Supply crate. I will stick that by my infantry. So, where's capture point B? Sorry, not my infantry. My artillery. So we've got a gun here, gun here, gun. It's getting a bit thin over here, so let's put one here. that here. Let's see how things are going. We got the flak. The other one here. What are these guys doing? Oh, they're just hanging out. Okay, cool. So if you switch the AR on, what will happen is they will automatically go and seek cover. And that would be great if that were the only thing, or there were a particular mode. But what it does is a whole lot of other stuff as well, which kind of defeats the purpose. They will run around, they won't hold their position. So it would be nice if there was a function where if you activate it, your men will climb into the nearest foxhole instead. That would make life a bit easier. We'll go here. Oh. I don't remember signing up for this, but that's cool. We'll take it. Oh, we've got a flak cannon there already. Got one here. Okay. Why is this? Okay. I don't know why it went there. Our mistake. It needs to sit over here. I think the enemy are nearly here. So, gun deployed. Probably sit this somewhere over here, it's more central. And then we've got an extra flak, which I will... put over here. Given this place doesn't have much infantry power. Got a gun there, gun there. Deployed the mortar, sandbags, and then we've got the 3.7. Where can we pop this? Got pretty good coverage in the middle. We got another gun over here. I think we're pretty covered on the right here. So what I'll do is put it in a very niche location with a very specific angle. Yeah, this is pretty good. Hard to be on this truck. And then the tank, I'll just move it a little bit further along here. Black cannon, I will pop down here. Yeah, here. And then our last tranche. Let's have a look here. Our other artillery piece. Oh yeah, they come. It's going to be a little bit late to start digging trenches in the middle of this. I want to get the medics into position. Let's get them moving here. Okay. I need to group my artillery. Rotate, turn. Alright, that was wave 1. Not great. I think we might have problems in the middle here. And then they've got an abandoned field gun which I will drop artillery on. We have nothing in the middle. That's a weak point. Trenches going. It's a bit reckless, but here comes the Stug. Take it straight out. Got in the back tread. Now the long wall of attrition. Oh, there's an artillery piece. I think we hit, yeah, hit an MG. Oh, we took it out. Nice. Yeah, Stug sorted. That was a good shot. I hit it in the guts, and I took out the crew. Usually it's quite a mission to get rid of the Stug. I know what to do. Yeah. Solve that. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna pause to get all of these guys into their foxholes. I don't think we lost any. That's pretty cool. They were digging foxholes under fire and they did the job. So kudos to them. Beers all around after this. Well done, gents. Many of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. not too concerned. There's a machine gun just sitting there, so it's not doing much. Oh. This is a set. I wonder what their plan was. It looks like it's going well. Oh, we've got artillery coming in, a real threat. And this? Oh, okay. Oh dear. Yeah, the artillery was taken out. Another one. The enemy really love to wheel in. Oh no, this is not artillery, this is just a field gun. Never mind. That was quite a spectacle. The cook-off took out the field gun at the same time. Very pleased, very happy with that result. Another artillery. Come on, guys. Is it out of range? Plenty of ammo. Okay. Artillery's been sorted. Yeah.
Halte die Munition bereit!
All right. Is that tank in business? I don't think so. The engine's running, but I think the crew did. An AP shell. See, they're trying to repair it, so I'm just gonna quickly sort that out. Yeah, I got it up and running again. I keep bringing this tank back from the dead. Yep. Pick out the crew. Turret is... Mission over. What a grand finale. Let's just clean up what's left. Is that stuck in? Oh. The fabled floating truck. Oh, the Stug is still awake. I'm going to take out that Stug quick. You often have to get really close. Sorry if I'm shouting, it's so loud in here. You've got to get up close and put a shell into it. Oh, there's a field gun trying to take me out. Where is it? Oh, there it is. He's turning to face me. I better do the same so that I can. And this will go on and on because it's got such thick armor. Okay, did I... Yeah, I shot it in the turret. Yeah. What a mess. Sure. Let's drop artillery on these guys here. Yep. finish them off manually. I want to preserve it. I can't. Stuck in a field of tanks here. Okay. That was quite an intense battle. I'm going to disappear and quickly salvage everything, and there's a lot to salvage this time. I'm quite happy with that. We need the money. And I'll catch you guys here in a second. Hello again. I've gone and salvaged everything to increase my armored menagerie. I found 2 Stokes, a couple of light and medium tanks, and a mortar half-track. So it's a mobile mortar piece. These can be quite annoying, which is why I'm going to keep it. I might make use of it on an assault when I need to be on the move. I'll whip this out instead of having a fixed position mortar. So I've repaired, I've reloaded, and I found a couple of MGs for my troops that would otherwise use rifles. So I'm just going to finish up. And we'll have a look at the results now. We lost 1 infantry. Sure. That was quite a intense assault, so I'm quite impressed that we only got one. We only had 1 loss. I did see a yellow silhouette when I was looking for MG downed SS troops, and yeah, we took out 23 vehicles. There's a 24th. This was from when the tank exploded and took out the the field gun. I think it was a field gun, yeah. The tank cooked off, it exploded, and inadvertently took out one of their guys. That wasn't us, so that was a first for me. I hadn't seen that before. And let's look at the performance. So I found out something interesting about how the efficiency is calculated. The game simply takes the cost of the unit and then divides the amount of units that unit took over cumulatively, and divides the one by the other, and that's where the efficiency comes from. So we got 7.5. That's pretty cool. So what that means, for instance, is the artillery, I think, is 25. Its cap cost is 25 to deploy, but it took out so x divided by y equals 2902. It effectively took out its cap cost times 2902, I believe. And that is what times 100, and that is the amount of cap it took out in the game. So it's quite crude. So for instance, if you remember the episode where the KV-1 was sitting on a hill and just taking hit after hit, it was drawing so much fire, it didn't take out much, but I would have given that KV-1 the man of the match, yet it got a relatively low effectiveness score. So ultimately that's what this really is. So it's a little bit trivial really in the grander scheme of things, but it's kind of all we have. So let's have a look here. The flak cannon did an enormous amount of damage, took out a heck of a lot of infantry and quite a lot of vehicles, light vehicles most likely. The MG assist, these were probably guys on the left hand or on the margin of the map where I was corner camping. Sergeant, probably because I gave everyone MGs, so that's why the sergeant is up there. The KV-1 did a heck of a lot of work, took out 12 vehicles and took out numerous infantry. Riflemen, again, everyone's got MGs in my crew, so they do a heck of a lot of killing. The 76 mils did a lot of work. They were holding the line. And the mortars didn't do much. So that's what I sort of think about mortars. I don't really use them quite a lot. I thought I'd throw them in just for effect. And, you know, it is nice having, in a World War II context, having whistling shells falling on their infantry. So, yeah. And that wraps up this mission on this conquest, day 8. We'll now push on to the final location and then subsequently defend it. So there'll be 2 more episodes in this conquest. As you've noticed, the Germans are ramping up their deployments, partly because I'm ramping up my deployments, meaning the game likes to reciprocate your cap usage. So if I go big, it will go big, which is kind of, I don't really like that. I think there's a mod that changes it so that the 2 sides work independently of one another. But I've yet to try it. I'll try some more mods after this campaign. Anyway, that wraps it up, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'll see you again soon. Cheers.